guys, Kev here, and well, I made it all of maybe 30 minutes, and I decided to take this apart. So, the reasoning I have is I'm hoping maybe skiffs or cleaning or something will get this thud and turn it into more of a click. And then the centering, to me, looks to be off as well over to the clip side there. So I'll show you. If you look at it, tip looks to be over to this side just a little bit. I mean, it's close, but I guess that was enough for me to rip into it. So I'm gonna do it. So let's see. Let's see if we can get it loose, because I have had some issues with these in the past. I think they're T10s, but I'm not positive. Nope, looks like it's a T8. So let's see if this is easy to get loose. I've noticed in the past it can be very difficult to get loose, just like I just noticed right there. So, break out the big gun. This should take care of it. Yep, there we go. And we'll see how much Loctite was on this, or if that's all just them cranking it down. Holy, oh yeah, lots of Loctite. So I don't know if Brian Nadeau asks for that or if that's just Riot, but it tends to be hit or miss from them on that. So the clip is pretty tough in pocket. I was testing it after the unboxing, and man, it's really tight. A lot of it has to do with having almost no ramp, and then it's also very sharp up here. I was wondering if I hit it with the file, you know, unfortunately I'm going to end up ruining the freaking hand satin that looks gorgeous on here, but it's just so sharp on the edges. I don't know if that'll damage it too much. I just need to take off a little bit and get it smoothed over, you know. I'm not hitting the top here, so it shouldn't be too obvious, but it's still sharp. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything with that. It looks like there's a little bit of a chamfer there. See that? Or maybe that's what I just did, but we'll see when I get it back together if that helped at all. But I also tried to bend it just slightly. Ugh, man, it's a stiff piece though. And I don't think that worked at all. No tap. So we'll see. Anyway, come on. There we go. Put this away. So we should be able to just pop it open. It is a clamshell, so should be fairly straightforward. Like that, and then open it so as not to damage blade. It's stop pin is probably just really in there. Just slowly, you can feel it. You can feel it coming up. So I just need to do a little twisty, and it'll come off. Trying also not to cut myself, so. You see it moving back and forth, which is a good sign. What are we on now? Just that pivot and the stop pin down here. There we go. All right. So looks like standard bearings. We'll check the size. They might be 3/16 pivot because he sends the file. Just gonna pop this Loctite out of here. Oh, that's crusty too. Nice. You can see that. Man, that is nasty. All right, let me get the washers out first. We got those out. Look at that. Look at this little area right here. I wonder what that's all about. Somehow, I don't know. Interesting. Put this away. Now, I can tell you, he made an absolute shit ton of these because, bang. He made at least 2,500 of these. That's crazy. It's a lot of knives and a lot of money. It's awesome. Okay, let's clean off some stuff. Just gonna clean everything down nice and easy. Hoping Skiffs might solve that centering issue, but it could be a grind issue. Who knows? It wasn't enough to really be like a big deal. It was enough to get me to take it apart. I needed an excuse, right? Can't help myself, that's for sure. Wasn't planning on it. But how it goes. All right. Take this T8. If you guys are curious about any of my disassembly tools, it's all linked down below. I also have a discount code to Skiff Workshop where you can pick up Skiff bearings. And the test fit card we're about to see. Grab my little kit here. So this will tell us the size of everything, and I'm going to go ahead and guess it's a 3/16 pivot. Yep. So 5 millimeters will fit, but they'll be a little loose on the pivot. Sometimes it's honestly better. And then we're talking about 1/16 bearings. So 3/16, 1/16. I have those, of course. I think they're right on top. Nope. Let's see. Did have them right here somewhere, I thought. Oh, there they are. Almost identical to the 5 millimeter 1/16, just slightly smaller pivot size, that's all. Get these out there. Oh, they look a little, oh no, they look fine. All right, so. What do we want to do here? Pivots in there. This is all good, right? There is a captive system, it looks like. There's a little notch system, if you want to see it. Right there, you see the little notches, and then that correlates here. So you have to slot this in a certain way. It's actually a really good captive system. As long as everything pops into place properly. Because you might think you have it locked in when you don't. So right there, it's in place. All right, let's clean this area. These are detent nub system right here. I don't know why we're having trouble focusing, but right there. Yeah. Is this loose? No, okay. Not much else to do. Let's just put it back together with skiffs. What am I doing? Alright. I wasn't planning on tweaking anything. The D10 I think is great. If I go any stronger, I'm just gonna probably regret it. So I am gonna flip these washers because I might as well. So the side where I can see the track is this one. This is a clean side, so I'll drop it on this way. So these bearings will need to break in on that track, but you can see they fit right over that pivot. So they'll be a little tighter than 5mm would, but these are the proper ones. Just grab a little bit of KPL there to hold that washer in. Clean it up. Let's take a look. This way, there we go. Oops. All right, drop the blade on. I don't think in this case we need and or probably should put KPL on the detent. I don't know if it's good on the nub. I can't remember. So trying to think. You can see that little pattern there. Might not hurt, honestly, to put a little bit on there. A little more than I was thinking, so just there we go. Should be good. All right, so this should sit down. Usually I think it's better to just shut the blade. We have the stop pin in. We got the pins in there. We just need to get everything lined up, basically. Everything popped together. Not seeing any issues. If I squeeze it, it looks pretty centered, which is good. So now we can clean this one more time. Still some Loctite gunk in there. If we go in with a T8, maybe it'll get the remnants. Edge there. It's all right. Well, that looked good, but we haven't tightened this side yet. Drop the clip in. Oh, I don't know why I thought it went through. Not tapping. Okay, let's see. So centering looks better. So now it looks like it's right down the line. Seriously, this focus thing is really bothering me. Sorry. There you go. It's kind of perfect to me, honestly. No play. Nail. That's with no break-in either. Fires. Yeah, so I think it's more the nub is breaking in on the blade. Really, the bearings don't seem to impact it much. We're getting the thud, though, unfortunately. So I don't know what it is, but I cannot seem to shake the thud, sadly. So let's just take this out and tighten it back down and see where we end up again. Clean this. Okay. Tighten it. That is fully tightened. Centering. Looks great. Ah, okay. Detent's good. Just feels a little tighter. So I just need to be careful when I glue it here. Honestly, probably don't need to, but y'all know me. Just gonna go light on it. Oh, great. What is this nonsense? Okay. No play. Nail. Swings down. Centering. Perfect. All right. Cool. Let me put this stuff away as I let that just cure real quick. Tried to go real easy on it. I got a little extra on there, but then I scooped it off, so it should be fine. Plus, it is fine because it's back together, no problem. The only time you're going to have a real issue is if you get caught in between, like it cures halfway tight, and you're fucked. I've only had that happen like once. So, but that's why I try to use as little as I can, you know, so you don't have that issue. I'll keep these bearings because they are the 3/64. They're a little different. I'll keep them with the case. So when I sell this, it'll have everything with it. I do really like the knife, I gotta say. So the knife is really nice. It's beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this thing. And dialing in that centering really helps my OCD here a little bit. So that's nice. I mean, the detent is just so crisp, but just kind of thuds in. I'll try to see if you can, I don't know if this will help you hear it, but yeah, it's got a little bit of Kaiser rattle, which is kind of weird, but I'm trying to remember if that's kind of innate to this design because of the nub. It might just be how it is. And usually people don't give a shit. I don't know why I care so much right now. So let's give her a flick. Feels great. Flies out. No play. No rock. Nail. Yeah. And that's with zero break-in on the bearings. They're just going to get better and better. And the knife will just get better and better. Also, I did figure out I can flick it. So just get my finger in there and fire it. And I could do it pretty reliably. And I think I actually did knock that clip down just enough to where it's not like instant, like, ow, you know, pokey. It's still sharp, but it's not bad. And I bet you can't even tell without zooming in like crazy. We'll zoom in like crazy and see if you can tell what I did. Yeah, I mean, I think that chamfer was there. So, I mean, but maybe I did that. I don't know. But in person, you can't see it from the top, which is where you're going to be looking. So that's good. I'll see if I did anything to the clip when I tried bending it. Nope. Man, it's such a bitch to get in the pocket. It's mostly because it's just so tight through this whole area and there's very minimal ramp. So you have to go in a certain angle and then, well, then it goes in fine. I just need to learn how to carry it. So that's my disassembly skiff bearing swap on the Sharp by Design Mini Evo. I know I tend to have little gripes with knives, but this is definitely one of the best knives from 2023. I just didn't have it in 2023. I got to check out a prototype that Brian sent early in the year, but I didn't get to pick up a production one during the year. Otherwise, I think it would have been in that top of the running kind of video. It's just, man, they're just so good. Just something about Sharp by Design that I can do it righty too. He just has a lovable style. I don't know how else to put it. It's just that unique and dialed in design wise that it's just one of those things. No matter what, you're kind of like left inspired by the knife. So shout out to Brian Nadeau. Great knife. And I'm going to keep it here in the collection, see how it goes. If it sticks around, nothing really does. I'll tell you, one of my favorite knives of 2022, I think, was the Mini Tempest. That's one of the best knives ever made, especially the black with the gold dark matter inlays. Best knives ever made. I don't have that one anymore. It's just how I do things. But that would definitely be in my top 5 of best knives ever. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to shut up. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.